I rise to
Eugene
make a very brief statement on the production of small ruminants, livestock in the Federation, and the way in which the Ministry of Agriculture, with the support of the Ross University, will be heading in the next few weeks. Mr. Speaker, the livestock sector in St. Kitts generally experience mediocrity in production standard due to inbreeding, which results in low carcass weight. High mortality, of course, is also due because we have dog predation and low animal husbandry. And Mr. Speaker, the production of 5% of the national demand for mutton in St. Kitts and Nevis is far from being desirable. That suggests, Mr. Speaker, that some 95% of the mutton consumed in the Federation is imported. Further, Mr. Speaker, the information for 2017 indicate that $904,520 was spent on the importation of mutton alone in St. Kitts and Nevis, while here in the Federation there were only 1,332 heads that were butchered, yielding some 15,809 kilograms. Now, this, Mr. Speaker, is indeed a drainage on our national foreign earnings, foreign reserves, because with 95% of the mutton we consume being imported, that's just a drain. So what, Mr. Speaker, is the plan? And by the end of, by the 14th of March, we will have brought to the Federation from the United States of America, with the support of the Ross University, two, they say bucks, but I like to call them ram goat, 2 rams. And they will be housed, Mr. Speaker. We have set up Bayfords for that particular, a particular species to be housed. They will be housed at Bayfords. And we expect all farmers producing goat meat to be registered as farmers, and they will then take their ewes to that particular facility. The idea is, Mr. Speaker, that the average of 25 pounds weight, which we now have from our goat which we produce in St. Kitts because of the inbreeding, will change to produce at least 55 pounds dress weight within a very short time. So, Mr. Speaker, finally I should say that on Tuesday, that was just yesterday, the 9th of August, Tuesday, we had a meeting with the Ross University School at my office at Agriculture, where we agreed on the procedure that will be followed in the next few weeks. And I want to make the point that farmers must understand, 1, that they need to be registered, and 2, we know that there are farms out there with a quantity of rams. I've told of one farm, for example, Mr. Speaker, where you have 104 head with whole 86 rams. It's time to start butchering, because the idea, we have to eventually rid ourselves of these rams that continue to produce these small 25-pound weight animals that are not producing enough meat for consumption in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. These 2 rams which will be brought in, Mr. Speaker, again we expect from this crossbreeding and later on further crossbreeding to improve the weight of the locally produced animals, that eventually will contribute more to the sector, to the mutton sector. While it is only producing as much as 5% at the moment, we look forward to it producing 20-25% in a very short time, so that we will reduce the level of importation and indeed impact on the reserves. Mr. Speaker, I should add that the other problem that we have, and I want to appeal to people in the public who have dogs that are strays, I wouldn't want to call them stray dogs, dogs that they have strained, to have those dogs tethered, because it is causing havoc on young people who are trying to raise these small ruminants around the country. So those of you with dogs that are roaming, I am advising you, I'm informing you, I'm begging you, I'm imploring you to have them tethered, because the Ministry of Agriculture is going to make every effort to protect the small ruminants, if that means doing something to make sure that dogs are no longer predators. I won't say what will happen, just say that we'll make sure that they're no longer predators. Mr. Speaker, with those few words, I will yield.
Stay up to date with news, programs, and activities of the government with SKNIS. Like us on Facebook. Listen to us on SoundCloud. Follow us on Twitter. And watch our videos on YouTube. Connect with us today. SKNIS, St. Kitts and Nevis Information Service.